Here's a PDP page that has violated a lot of direct response principles. We are going to recreate the lead with zero fancy prompts and just ChatGPT. Let's get started. Now we see that it's zone. Okay, 19 minutes and 52 seconds. We see that it's zone liquid NAD. Oh my gosh, this is bad, bro. We're probably gonna go a sales letter version because this comes straight off of AdClick, and there was no romancing, no building up the problem, no building up the unique mechanism. Let's get over to Docs. Let's start a ChatGPT prompt. Again, never mind. Again, no fancy prompts, brother. Just our pure research here. The angle I want to go for is just fatigue. I want to 17 minutes and 30 seconds. Mm, okay. I'm building a sales letter because we really want to take the customer along the awareness journey, and a simple, small PDP page will not do that. 10 minutes. We're getting to the solution section. There we go. If you're like most women over 40, you've probably handled exhaustion the only way you know how, by stopping in the middle of a chore, sinking into the nearest chair, and trying to rest it off. You start folding laundry and end up slumped over the basket. You're halfway through dinner prep and have to sit down before you can finish chopping vegetables. Even helping the kids with homework feels like it demands more energy than you have to give. And while those little sit downs may feel like survival, here's the problem. They don't actually recharge you. In fact, they often make things worse. Now we're agitating the pain point, but we're just harping on one big problem. Learn this from Agora Financial, where they focus on one big problem and one big benefit. Doing this will help you keep congruency. Got 5 more minutes left. Now that I have this lead, dang, I'm basically building an advertorial, even though I'm trying to do a sales letter. It's naturally coming off as an advertorial because I need to bridge the gap between problem and solution aware and most aware audience. And I have no choice but to make an advertorial. Okay, this needs to be better. Dear friend, waking up exhausted is one of the hardest things to explain, especially when people around you think a good night's sleep should fix everything. You do all the right things. You go to bed on time, you try to eat clean, maybe even squeeze in a workout. But instead of waking up refreshed in bed, you open your eyes and feel like your limbs are made of concrete. And it's not just the mornings. By the time noon rolls around, you're fighting brain fog, your patience is thin, and no amount of no amount of rest seems to cut through the fatigue. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone, and more importantly, it's not your fault. Because what most women over 40 don't realize, there's a hidden reason why your body can't recharge the way it used to, and it's not because of age. We'll get into that in a minute, so we created an open loop here. But first, I want to tell you what you probably have tried that had little effects to how you feel throughout the day. On how you feel throughout the day. If you're like most women over 40, you've probably handled exhaustion the only way you know how, by stopping in the middle of a chore, sinking into the nearest chair, and trying to rest it off. You start folding laundry and end up slumped over the basket. We're going to go ahead and add just a quick picture. I have 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Should be just enough to add a picture. We'll see if they can create that in time. We have a total of 1 minute and 58 seconds. And here's what we got so far. perfect freaking. We don't even need that. Let's do this. Okay, and we pretty much we're gonna we pretty much were just gonna write an advertorial framed as a sales letter because if you want to bring a customer from unaware, problem aware, solution aware to most aware of your product, and that's gonna take an advertorial, bro. And you don't need to be the perfect copywriter to create advertorials. I hope you guys understand that. You see what that PDP page has. That whole funnel of that same ecom brand is completely incongruent. And it just goes to show, man, as long as you stay congruent, just have one big idea, one benefit, one pain point, and then you can create something like this where you completely harp on exhaustion and you harp on the shame that they're feeling. They can't even take care of their kids. They can't even do chores without wanting to lay down. Their limbs feel like concrete. They're so weary. That's what our target audience is looking for. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this one. Ciao.